Nickelodeon All Star Brawl 2 has been out for about a week now, so how does it hold up? In this video, we're going to break down if NASB 2 is worth your hard-earned money for both single player and competitive aspects. Let's do this. Overall, NASB 2 is definitely better than the first game, significantly so. The devs definitely took more heart and passion into this game. It's got improved gameplay mechanics, characters, and replayability with all the solo content. However, while there are many good things to celebrate that they are doing this time, there's also many things we gotta watch out for and be wary of. The first thing we're going to talk about in NASB 2 is the gameplay loop. For somebody who wants to be casual at the game, what is there to do? Somebody who wants to be ranked at the game. Somebody who wants to be more competitive. Well, luckily for the solo player who wants to just kind of be casual and have some fun with the game, there is a good amount of solo content. We've got the arcade, we've got the boss rush, we've got the single player story, training, and all those mini games. So there is a good overall amount of content here, and it's very roguelike, especially with, you know, the different nodes and stuff that you can travel to in the campaign and arcade modes, as you can see here. For the more competitive person, we've of course got the ranked mode and quick play, where you can play against other players with items. Ranked mode, of course, is a little bit of a grind. You know, I got to Plat 2 here with a few hours. And there will be a good amount of tournaments. There's already some money being thrown around for these tournaments and things if you want to be competitive and grind the game. So if you are a casual player and you are a fan of roguelike adventures for your campaigns and arcades and whatever, then you are in luck. NASB has a good amount of those. Really leaned into it on this game compared to the first one. But there really wasn't a single player option. Part of what makes Plat Fighters so replayable and so entertaining if you are a competitive player or somebody who just wants to get better at the game is the movement. And NASB 2 has good movement. It's fun, it's quick, it's flowing, and it's very melee-like if you come from Smash. You know, we've got all the B reverses and the wave dashing and everything. You can dive into more of that if you look at this video up here. However, there is a good amount of bugs already found. I mean, there's already instances wherein Ember's moves just flat out don't work. And that is, it's unacceptable. You know, you have to have your moves working in a game like this. Additionally, sometimes the game will eat your inputs or just, you know, fail your moves. That is a problem. They know it's a problem. Hopefully they get those bugs patched out. But for the time being, it is a big thing we got to remember because it does take away from the gameplay a lot. One major issue that we have to address with NASB 2 is the longevity of the game. How long is NASB 2 going to be viable? How long is it going to be fun? And how long will we be able to play it? There will be continual updates for NASB 2. They've already addressed some of the things they're changing in patch notes on Twitter and things that they're going to be addressing in 1.2. However, we also need to take a look at NASB 1. You know, for the first couple of weeks, the first month, there was tournaments, a lot of player base, everybody was having fun playing that game, but it did die down very quickly. Unfortunately, NASB 2 is going to do the same. It will be fun. It's going to be a fun game. For the first month or so, you know, you're having a good time playing all the solo content, playing with your friends, but we have to keep in mind that it won't be around for very long. The game has already hurt itself from not having a very accessible game with people who just want to have fun. You know, if you pay the $50, you want to get your $50 out of the game. So we have to be concerned about the longevity of the game because it will not last months and months like a free-to-play version would have or other Plat Fighters would have. And finally, we need to discuss the biggest problem with NASB 2. Besides all the bugs, your moves not working, besides the longevity of the game, the price point is just too much. It is not worth the $50 base price tag. If you want the Ultimate Edition, if you want the Deluxe Edition, you're going to be paying more. As well, the DLC is an extra $25. Which means if you want all of the characters that are in Nickelodeon All Star Brawl 2, you're already looking at a $75 price tag. So this answers the question, is NASB 2 worth your hard-earned money for $50 plus DLC being $25? A grand total of $75. Unfortunately, the answer is no. There is going to be a couple of months of fun here locked into NASB 2. playing with your friends online, playing through the solo campaigns and arcade mode and boss rush. It gives it more replayability than the first game. But the longevity and the price point is just too much for me to say that this game is worth the buy. Those, of course, are just my thoughts about Nickelodeon All Star Brawl 2. I hope I was able to break it down fairly for you guys. Let me know what you think about NASB 2. Is it worth... What would you change? And how would you improve? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you guys, and I'll try to answer each one. For now, though, make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.